よし。始めたいところではあるんですが、絶賛ご飯食べてるんで、ちょっと雑談ってことで。やーい腹の采配立浪腹は。だから時代の敗北者。いやー、マジでさ、よろしくないんですよ。深刻スクイズじゃん。金やんの。金本の。いやーね、私、まあね、巨人はね、サインキープしてるんで、まあ、大丈夫でしょう。ね。デグロムが多くの大抵大連長。その話をするのはダメだ。やめろ。デグロムその話をするな。聞きたくない。ジェイコブ・デグロムがそんなことをするだけ。相手にアスレチックさんになんかをもったいで負けてるんですけど、うちのひいき何やってんだ。貴族だ。何してだ。勝ってるやねかい。6対やって。10対4で負けてる。56勝96敗してるオークランドアスレチックスさんに負けてる。 まあ行くでしょうね、あの成績なら。何してんのかな。あともう見てられないですね。とりあえずお茶碗下げてくるわ。で、あれやります。じゃあ RTTS やろう。やりながらちょっと、パドレスとロキーズ戦見ますか。 よし、じゃあやりましょうか。ね。踊ってまいりました。さあ、お待たせいたしました。お待たせいたしました。さあ、やりましょう。多分らしいですからね、一人の。そう、キャプラーに対してですね、なんか文句言ったらしいですね。試合中に。で、トリプル A としました。ですね、その先発の方に言ってたんですけど。まあ、よろしくないですね、今のことはね。今見たんですけど。あれはほんと、出すとは別に構わないんだけど、監督に言っちゃダメでしょ。さすがに。さすがにね、監督にああいうこと言っまあ、全部ダメなんだけどさ、あれはさすがによろしくねえよ。パーンですね。初波だったら撃たれてるぞっていうのやめろよ。ちょっと笑った。さあ、再開しましょう。やりましょう。はい、ブルージェイズ戦
With the
から。
season approaching its final stretch, a manager calls for heightened focus from his players. 3番ですか。じゃあ3番スタートごめんなさい。まあ、原さんの場合はどうなんだろうね。
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Tampa Bay Rays. Toronto attempt to end a 6-game losing streak. Next.
5対2。満塁かこれ。
Blake Snell is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series.
ベ
What
ル
do we
じゃ
need
ん。
to know here, Danny?
だってさ、タテスジュニアいなくてもこれ、ベルトがいるからさ、ベルト外いるからさ、もうやばいよ。
just under 3.5, and that's saying quite a lot in the high-scoring games that we see in baseball going on right now. Real solid pitcher, controls the running game, controls the strike zone, and more importantly, he knows how to get deep into the 6th, 7th, and 8th inning. Solid pitcher, and he'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Tony William comes on with one away as he looks at the ball. It's 1-0. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, they are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today. Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands.
So digging in now, Tony William. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
That was some smoke right there. High fire, right on by.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Well, when you're behind 0-2 as a hitter, you're in swing mode. Nothing changes that like seeing something hard bearing in on you, though.
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. And it's fouled away. Adames leads off second with nobody out. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, you can do it, kid. No one better up there. Let's go.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him. And watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
And leading off for the Rays, the third baseman, Tony Williams.
In now, Tony William. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
A strike, and it's 3-1.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
Jansen waits on it, and that's the first out of the inning. Ready once again, Tony William.
Third baseman, Tony Williams.
First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0.
Hey, it's nearly impossible to turn 2 with a guy that could run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
And he is safe at second base as the decision to move up pays off, and that'll likely be scored a wild pitch.
Well, when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt, that's the danger. You have to trust your catcher, but this one skips away, and the open base takes the double opportunity away with it. Might prove to be costly.
Runner at second here with 1 man out.
Wait for your pitch up there, huh?
3-0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
And they were simply not going to give him anything there with the base open. It's a 4-pitch walk.
It was obvious when the count went to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit.
Digging in, Tony William. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With two guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Hey, drive him in for us. We need you. Here we go. Clutch up for us here.
The 2-0 on the way. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here, 3-1.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
The 3-1. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
These guys on defense are still within striking distance, but after that walk, one swing of the bat could really blow this thing wide open. Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
A one-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. The Tampa Bay Rays took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Blake Snell gets to double.
オリオールズ戦。ホームズですね。3番、スタート。
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Baltimore Orioles and the Tampa Bay Rays. These two square off on the diamond right after this. Luis Castillo will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be a lot of fun. This guy won the Cy Young Award last year in the AL, so he knows how to pitch. And one of the things he does effectively, he attacks the strike zone. And if he does that, he should be fun to watch in this one.
Now in the box, Tony William, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the belt, kicks and deals. Popped him up. Camargo is over and he's got it for the first out of the inning.
文化べじゃなかったレイちゃんこんにちは。レイズ文化かな。まあレイズね今3年連続で地区優勝できそうなんですよね。なんやかんやで。
At the plate, Tony William, his last at bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn two, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
Cut fastball, and it's by him 1-1.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
Way outside, nearly to the backstop, 2-1.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2-ball, 1-strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. He's set. Here's the 2-2.
The count is full.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
And he misses with that one, ball 4, and that's going to load the bases now with still only one. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Tony William. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Fouled off.
今の絶好球じゃん。絶好球なんですけど。
And here's a fastball, not close as he runs it to 2-1 now.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for
私が抜
it.
けたらどうなるか分かってるよね。
Into the windup, here comes the 2-2 pitch.
We got full count.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Count remains full.
ア
Making
リ
him
ーグ
sweat
なリ
out
ーグで
there.
チ
The
ャンピオンリーグ
7th
どっち
pitch
もゲッ
coming
トす
up.
ること。私の目標。それが私の目標。
Again, he sends it out of play. Weak grounder down the first baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Chasing after it is Tucker. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Down in order go the Rays. But they hold.
2打席連続で、あ、2打席連続じゃねえや。交代してく
Now
る。
at the plate, Tony William. He flew out in his last at bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Ball 1.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
はい、2-2。
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Fouled away.
Hey, get your pitch right here. Come on now.
Now another 2-2. Breaking ball well inside and taken for ball 3.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving
よし、
away
これ
free
は、これはいいで
passes.
しょ、いい
Now
バッティン
here's
グ
a drive
ちょうど
out
コー
to
ス。
the alley.
頑張
Around
って。
first,
い
he's
けるか、これ。
digging for
よしよ
second.
しよし、釣れていける、釣れていける。よしよしよし
Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
決勝点。
When you're leading by one
Let's
run,
get
you
it
want
there,
to do
Kokoda.
everything you can to add to the lead.
並ばれ
To
る
give
の
your
はごめんだ。
bullpen a little breathing room.
なんなら
It
昨
makes
日、
a big
昨
difference.
日という
So
か、ブ
double
ルージェイ
here
ズ戦
goes a
最後の
long
3
way
戦目か、
towards
ゲーム 3
making
で。
that a real possibility.
And that'll bring in Framber Reyes.
劇場化しま
Not
したから
much
ね。
in the way of productivity from him so
そ
far,
れだけ
but
は
he's
ちょっ
got
と、
a chance to come through here in a
ね、
crucial
ちょっと楽
spot.
にさせてあげるのもね。
This time now
レア
that
シ
he
ー
has
ズンのお
to
仕
put
事
the
なんで。
rest of those bats
頑張りま
behind
しょ
him
う。
because none
でも
of
それ
that
ができな
matters
い、
if he
まあ、
can
球団
clutch
もい
up
る
when
い
it
るんですけ
really
ど、
counts.
まあ、某中日さんだったかね。ね。
The 1-1. In the dirt. The throw will go to third. He's in time as he gets the tag down, and he's out trying to.
でも
And
勝つ
he
んです
just
ね。
keeps on going and going. That's save number 35 for the season.
勝ちま
And
した。
he's
2対
proven to
1。
be as reliable as anyone in the
The
game.
final line
Close
score
one
for our
tonight,
ball
2-1 the final
for the
score.
victorious Rays, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Baltimore Orioles and the Tampa Bay Rays. The Rays have now won 5 consecutive games. They'll aim to continue their winning streak next. Brendan McKay will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy is one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
Coming to the plate now, Tony William. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first.
William.
Hey, have a rip, like you can.
The pitch. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. Here comes the 0-1. And there's ball 1. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today, they've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, this road trip's been a little bit of a struggle for this team. First 4 games, they find themselves 1-3, haven't played particularly well. They'll find a way to regroup. They have to find a way to play a little bit more fundamentally sound. Start there first.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
And he takes ball 4, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
To the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Franmil Reyes. Man at first after the 2-out walk.
Hey, no one better. Let's go, kid.
The 2-1 home. He's running in there. Now the throw. Not in time as he steals second.
Good steal of second there, and that really sets up the middle of this order to drive in a run and break this scoreless ball game. Always great if you can score first early in the game.
3連続盗塁王ってなると
Hey, here we go, big guy. Wait for yours.
The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning.
3やと思う
An inning in the books. No score here on the show. Digging in for his second at-bat, Tony William. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone.
ちょっと待って、単が絡んでる。よし。ご飯食べた後ね、めっちゃタン絡むんだよね。
First pitch on its way.
Ball 1.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
11閉鎖ですね。本気。
The 1-0 pitch.
Yep, that ball went out.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
And the runner back easily.
There you go, left line.
The 2-0 on the way. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed.
先制となる第34号3-ランホームラン
So a 3-run shot to left center. 34 home runs now on the year as the Rays have opened up a 3-0 lead.
打った瞬間確信しましたトニー・ウィリアム。これで3対0。
Most pitchers aren't going to throw this guy much of a fastball to try to challenge him because this guy can hit him a mile just like he did with that swing right there.
ベ
Impressive
リンジャーの
power.
ね、フォロースルー好きなんですよね。
So stepping in, Tony William.
The third baseman.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles in that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
初球はボール。
Runners are at first and third, 1 away.
Let's go right here.
Fastball laid off well below the knees. 2-0 count and the pitch. Up towards first, right to him. To second for one. On to first, not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw.
6対0。危ねえ。
Well, they really didn't have a shot at turning two on the high
また
chopper.
また
They
こい
only
つ
get
と
one,
逃げ打
and
っ
that
てるよ
allows the runner from third to score.
と逃げは草。
And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. 3-1.
We all know this guy is a great hitter in a 3-1 count. This is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Turned on down the line.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Wait for your pitch up there.
There's ball 4.
Well, when you go with the slider there on a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
2番手欲しか。
So striding in, Adley Rutschman, 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here is absolutely essential for them at this point.
キャッチャーはね、2人体制ってわけじゃないんだけど。
Here now the
巨
2-2.
人でいう小林と大城の2人体制みたいな。
Well, the 1-2 pitch didn't go his way, and now a miss there on 2 and 2. You know he doesn't want this at bat to get away from him, so I think we're going to see a challenge pitch on a full count.
MLB に立てるの。うちの巨人に立てるだね。
Hit hard to the right
最
side.
近岸田のあれは聞かないけど。
Hey, let her fly up there, huh?
Another full count pitch home.
これは
And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. One more look at the full extension catch that strands 2 men on the base paths. More of the show. Saturday baseball after
ダイ
this.
ビングキャッチ。いやー、ライトの前に落ちなかったが。
Striding in once again, Tony William. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that misses ball 1.
Count 1-0.
Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front. Six runs, 6 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Hard hit ball to second. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Yeah, definitely not the execution you're looking for to pull an outside breaking ball, but who cares? Next day's box score, that's a line drive.
Next will be the designated hitter, Franmil Reyes. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
大役ってわけじゃないですけどね。穴埋めをしっかり果たしていますね。
William leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. From the stretch, drilled to first, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 left for Tampa. They lead it 6-1. Ready for another shot now. Tony William, he singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
In there, no balls and a strike.
You're dead. Drive deep, huh? Here you go.
hard hit ball to second. He's got it. On to first, and the Rays are kept off the scoreboard here as the side is retired. Rays strand a pair. They hold on to their 6-1 lead. 6-1, the final tally today. The Rays win their 40th game in front of the home crowd this year. Dive bars to the Coliseum. Man, he's a try-hard, wouldn't wanna be him. BG on the GM, go ahead, copyright it to him. Go ahead, copyright it. Nah, I wouldn't wanna say too much. We ain't take her from you, now she came to us. Ain't no stake in the... 素晴らしい。4打数2安打。
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious Rays: 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 11 men on base.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the Baltimore Orioles and the Tampa Bay Rays. The Rays aim to notch their 7th win in a row right after this. Victor Rodriguez, the right-hander out of Puerto Rico, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, this guy's been throwing the ball really well. He picked up his 10th win of the year in his last one, and he'd like nothing more than to make it 2 good ones in a row and pick up his win number 11 today.
Digging in now, Tony William, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First pitch coming, here it is. Fastball just off the inside corner. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today, they continue to fall on hard times, losing again last time out, and that makes 7 losses in their last 8 games.
Yeah, guys, anytime you start a road trip, first 5 games you start 1-4, you're just trying to salvage. Do the fundamental things right. Try and sneak out a couple wins, get on a plane, and get out of here.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. The 1-1. Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder is on the move. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Into the box now, Tony William. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
All right, one more time, right here.
2-0 now. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 2-1. And he jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. The ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Digging in to try it again, Tony William. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Yeah, Matty, I mean, the numbers don't lie. They tagged him for 10 hits, including that last one, and he's having a hard time getting out of any trouble. They might be buying some time to let the relievers get a few more pitches in before they give him the hook.
And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance. throw over to the bag, and he'll get back in safely. Runners off for second. Pitch is high. The throw. Perfect throw, and they got him at second.
マジか。高みに外してる。クソ。取り失敗。
Digging in and looking for more. Tony William. He singled his last time up.
さあ、ツーアウト満塁。
Oh, sit up something right here. Let it fly.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
さあ、
4 runs,
ツーアウト
11
満塁、
hits,
同点
1
の場面。
error in the ball game for Tampa Bay.
舞台は整った。
This is in the air out to
整っ
straightaway
てすらいま
center.
せんでした。センターフライ。
Velasquez is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. A couple of walks, but no damage. On to the back third. Now batting, Tony William. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
同点打ちたくないかこれ。
Here comes the first pitch. And that's cut on and missed 0-1. Arias is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff.
On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Hey, there was no reason to panic. He gave up a hit, but he comes right back and gets a double play to end this thing. Great resiliency right there to secure the save and the victory for the team.
6-4, the outcome today. The Orioles came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Ethan Hankins earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Joel Arias earns the save out of the bullpen, his 29th of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac.
さあ、アウェーでヤンキース戦。
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Rays and the New York Yankees. New York have lost their last 5 games. They'll attempt to break that streak right after this. Garrett Cole is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Yanks. What do we need to know here, Danny?
You know, Matt, his last one wasn't horrible, but this guy did give up 5 runs in his last start. He was tagged with the loss, and he's going to look to be a lot better in this one here today.
Striding into the box, Tony William. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on.
主砲の成績だよな、これほんと。
The pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide. 2-0 now. Now the pitch. Outside, 3-0 now. Cole offers up perhaps one of the nastiest sliders around, and it won't be uncommon to see a lot of off-balance swings against it, and it'll be easy to see why once you see it come out of his hand. He's got a huge break on it. And now a pitch on the way. 3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
Good battle. Count remains full. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Stanton has a read on it, and that's the 3rd out. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. Tampa Bay nothing. Yankees coming up. It's Major League Baseball on the show. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll give way to the 3rd baseman, Tony William.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started. This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Come on, big guy, get your pitch, huh?
Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Opportunity now to take a look at some of the future players in the Yankee organization as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing well in recent action.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the 3rd baseman, Tony.
Stepping in now, Tony William, as he'll take a look at ball 1. No hits to this point. Up top, it's 2-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Ground ball sent back up the middle. There's one. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the 1 there.
Great job of hustle there by the base runner. That looked like an easy inning-ending double play. Now runners at 1st and 3rd with 2 outs.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Franmil Reyes. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time. He's in there at 2nd.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, he's in.
Digging in once again, Tony William.
Tony William.
He's set. Here it comes.
Okay, strike.
Drive it right here.
Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Well, obviously somebody was hooting with the Owls last night. This entire roster, they've showed up for the first game of this road trip and are getting absolutely boat raced.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. And it's fouled away. The 1-2.
Your pitch right here, kid. Let's go.
Ball 2.
Great job to lay off that pitch after fouling off so many previous to it. I got to believe that pitchers certainly get frustrated in these types of at-bats.
Hey, let it rip. 1 time.
He's set. Here's the 2-2.
Oh.
Hey, let's go, big fella.
And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Rays and the New York Yankees. Almost time for these two to square off right after this. Lucas Giolito is on the mound for Game 2. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy comes into this start, Matt, having lost 2 of his last 3 starts, so you know he wants to get off on the right foot in this one. One of the keys, getting outs early and establishing his off-speed pitch repertoire early on in this one. We'll see if he can do that in this one here today.
Stepping up now, Tony William. He's, of course, a long ball threat, currently 3rd in the American League in that category.
One of the keys to being a good player, it's not how old you are, but it's how talented and how smart you are. This guy, one of the better young hitters in the game of baseball right now.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. William is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
Hard hit ball to second, reined in. One there, Wheeler to Olsen. They turn the double play, and that retires the side. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. Tampa Bay nothing. Yankees coming up. It's Major League Baseball on the Show. Leading off the inning, Tony William, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Tony William.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
Ball, that's inside.
And here's a fastball, not close as he runs it to 2-1 now.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Now here's the pitch.
We got a full count.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out. Up next for the Rays, Tony William. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Behind 0-2 now.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
And the pitch. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
To the plate now, Tony William. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Stanton on the run. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 4-2 the final score tonight. So the Bronx Bombers jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back.
Red light, green light. Stuck at the stoplight.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Should be a good one here this afternoon between the Tampa Bay Rays and the New York Yankees. Should see some great battles. Hunter Green is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Yanks. And please, Zach, what's the word on him?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
At the plate, Tony William. He's, of course, a long ball threat, currently 3rd in the American League in that category.
Yeah, guys, this isn't a shocker right here. He is definitely known as one of the best.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone.
今シーズン第35号先制ツーランホームラン。
Two-run shot to straightaway center, number 35 now on the season, as the Rays move in front now, 2-0.
おい。先生2対0。
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly, just like that, and they take the lead.
Ready for another chance? Tony William moves all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2.
Very rarely, Matt, do you see a first pitch changeup hit out of the ballpark. That tells me right now that this guy was up there looking for the changeup in that last at bat. We'll see if they pitch him any differently here.
Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. They do come in fresh off a victory last time out, but they've been giving ground in the division of late. They've won just twice in their last 7 games.
Oh, yeah, Matty boy. It's time right here, D-Row, to start getting greedy. You win the first 2 of a 3-game set at home. It's time to get greedy and go for the sweep.
Yeah, you got to take care of business in front of your home fans. Without question, that's exactly what this team's doing.
And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, behind the dish, D-Row, Larry Bullard. Pretty standard guy, works. The only problem, I think, at times, hitters have a little bit difficult time. He'll give a little bit on that inside corner and outside corner. Not very consistent.
Yeah, but Larry's approachable. That's the one thing. If you turn around and say, is that as far as you're going on the outer half?
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. All ready to go in the top of the 5th, and that'll give way to the 3rd baseman, Tony William. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
Come on, man. Get your pitch up there.
Not close. It's 2-0.
Come on, what are you doing?
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Not the way you'd like to start this 5th inning, falling behind 3-0 on the count. It's about time he starts throwing some strikes.
Swinging away, and now the count will be 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Fly ball to straightaway left. Stanton giving chase. He's there and records the first out. Tony William will stand in here, but before he does, let's take it back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Looking to keep this a one-run game, the pitch. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball, 1-0.
Hey, this dude's clearly capable of clearing the bases with one swing. So I think the approach to this guy is try to keep the ball off the plate. See if they can get him to chase something.
All right, one time, right here.
Ready with the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Has to be a challenge pitch.
カメラのさ、この
Coming up here, he probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
And this one is over, and he works the count back to 2-2.
Love the fact the pitcher challenged him in that spot right there. Didn't love the location. But I got to be honest with you, I think he's got him on his heels right now. Don't be shocked if he attacks the zone again.
Go on to first, and an important pitch there. Stride.
あれ勘知事できてきたんだが。
In, Tony William, he got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Now here it comes. Drilled right back up the middle. Oh, what a dive. It's in time. The defense on display on this beautiful diving stoppage short. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. A one-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. The Rays wrote an important 6.
なんかホームラン、ヒットかホームランかってほんとなんか、あれやな。広島にいたあれんだよな。ラールじゃねえ、ランスだ、ランス。ああ、ログインできた。よかった。エンジェル戦か。 ルテンウォンか。まあ頑張ろうや。3番サード。アウェイですね。去年と全然違うんだよな。キャリア入ったね、35号。キャリアタイか。
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. It's Angels baseball and it starts right now. Miguel Delgado is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Angels. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Play ball.
Yes.
Digging in, Tony William. He homered back in Wednesday's game.
Tony William.
Here comes the first pitch. And he lays off there 1-0. So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. They've been mired in a team-wide slump of late, as with the loss last time out, they've now dropped 8 of their last 9 decisions.
Matty, I think this is a big game. I really do. This team has not played well lately. Now they find themselves 1 game under 500. It is not going in the right direction. This manager is frustrated, you can tell, in our pregame meeting with him. They have to find a way to win this ball game.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
On the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
And I don't think that's what he wanted to do, as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
He's definitely stumbled out of the starting blocks here in the first, giving up a couple of base knocks and that walk. First innings are often some of the toughest for a starting pitcher.
You're out. He's out. He's safe. Out. Out. 3. You're out. 3. He's out. 3. Out. He's safe.
At the plate, Tony William. He drew a walk his first time up.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
Hey, grip it and rip it, kid. Grip it and rip it.
Changeup taken high for ball 2.
Hey, not a good spot to be, down 2-0. This guy has some serious pop at the plate. I'm expecting a big hack here.
High in the air out to center field. Peraza will wait on it. 1 down. And with 1 away, we check out where these guys sit in the current division standings, and it's not all that pretty as they face a sizable deficit at this point in the season.
Play ball. Out.
3.
3. 3. 3. Out. You're out. Ball 4, take your base. Ball 4, take your base. He's out. 3. That's ball 4.
Settling in now, Tony William. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side.
Hey, it's nearly impossible to turn 2 with a guy that could run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
Now the 0-2 pitch.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the runner moving here on that 3-2 pitch. With only one out, but this guy at the plate swings the bat really well, so it's likely he'll put the ball in play if it's a pitch worth swinging at.
Hey, come on now, one time, right here. Need you right here, kid.
Now the payoff pitch home. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there, and that's the second out.
やはりちょっと風景を打撃不振だな。
Stepping in, Tony William. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
William.
Wait on that thing.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's gonna stop it. And they have taken the lead.
キャリアハイトール第36号スリーランホームラン。
So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field.
ま
Number
さに目の
36
覚
on
め
the
るよ
year
うな
for
一
him,
発
and
で
it's
した。
now 6-3.
今ヤクルトホーミー。6対
The
3。
crowd was hoping and praying he'd go down. Then he quiets him in a hurry with one swing of the bat. And more importantly than quieting the crowd, it gives his guys the lead. That's what we call timely production by a big-time power hitter.
Now to the plate, Tony William.
Right guy,
The
right
third
place.
baseman, Tony Williams.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a ball into right center field. That's going to be a base hit. And this will score the run from second to make this a 7-3 game now.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. They're a grand slam ahead, Dan, but you're a former closer warming up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4 and you know that save situation's gone out the window, don't tell me that didn't irk you a little.
Oh, it does. Oh, it does, because, Dero, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a save situation. You sit and watch 8 innings of baseball, you get up to warm up in the 9th, and you're all ready to go thinking, hey, I'm going to come in and get me a 3-out save, and all of a sudden you're out of the game because it's a 4-run lead. Of course you think about it as a reliever.
Hard liner to center field, and that'll get down for a base hit. Now a long throw to third. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Danny, I know that's not the execution he was looking for right there. That batter's eyes lit up on that pitch.
Not a real good changeup. One of the things, Mark, this pitcher will do, he'll use that changeup like most pitchers will use the curveball. His changeup is that good. That one wasn't, though.
Robert Stevenson takes over now with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9.
Now batting, number 44.
Popped him up. Murphy is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Rays will settle for just the 1. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. The Rays lead it 7-3.
Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
And tonight's final, 7-3. The Tampa Bay Rays hosted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Brendan McKay picks up his team-leading 13th win. Carl Edwards Jr. works 2 full innings in relief to record the save, his 6th. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight: for the victorious Rays, 7 runs on 14 hits, 1 error. They left 12 men on base.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Los Angeles have lost their last 5 games. They'll attempt to break that streak right after this. Griffin Canning, a California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's ERA. Any ERA under 4 is pretty good in this day and age of baseball when we have all these high-scoring, high-flying affairs. This guy knows how to pitch. He knows how to control the running game. And most importantly, he's not afraid to throw strikes. We'll see how he does in this one.
Batting third, the third baseman.
Standing in, Tony William. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game.
Hey, here we go.
First pitch of the at-bat. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. These Angels, as they enter play here this afternoon, fellas, they come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
Right now.
The 0-1 on its way. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Looking at his career totals, William begins play with a slugging percentage north of .525. Certainly a line he can take pride in.
That's ball 2.
Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one, and it's gone. So a 3-run shot to right center field. Home run number 37 on the year, as the Rays have opened up a 3-0 lead.
Boy, when this guy gets in a groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game. And if they continue to pitch him on the outer part of the plate, look out, this guy's going to do some major damage.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Tony William, he went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, that last at-bat, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
1 ball, no strikes the count. The 1-0.
Inside, ball 2.
This is the cat and mouse that I love right here. You take the pitcher deep last time up. Now you're 2-0 again. No way he gets a fastball right here.
Hit sharply on the ground. Fielded cleanly. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Rays go in order 1, 2, 3, and it's still 3-1. Tony William will stand in, and as he does, we'll flash it back to the first inning of the ball game. A 3-run shot had him off and running right out of the gate. From the belt, kicks and deals. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball.
Hey, it's nearly impossible to turn 2 with a guy that could run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Let it fly.
Ball.
And this is taken for a ball high and tight. 2-2.
Hey, be patient. Pick one out and drive it, kid.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with one out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Now the payoff pitch home. Sent out to straightaway center field. Trout has a read on it, and he makes the catch for the second out. Now at the plate, Tony William. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Here's the 1-0.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
Hey, wait for yours here.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Dudek is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases. Stepping in, Tony William. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Tony William.
Hey, let her rip.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there. Going right after one of the better hitters on this team. Not afraid to execute.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Hard on the ground towards second. On to first, and the Rays are kept off the scoreboard. A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. The Tampa Bay Rays jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Los Angeles attempt to end a 6-game losing streak. Next. Jaime Barria, the Panamanian right-hander, will get the nod here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
The third baseman, Tony William.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Tony William is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. These Angels, as they enter play here this afternoon, fellas, they are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Down in order go the Rays. And now the Angels get their first opportunity in this one. No score. So coming to the plate, Tony William. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Lifted into center field. Crowd on the run. Oh, and this deflects right off him. And they're able to get the ball in quickly, so he'll be held to a single with 1 away.
Now that is designated hitter from the
Runners on the move for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. So he swipes second successfully, but you have to wonder now if that might actually end up taking the bat out of the hands of one of their better hitters.
Well, that's a good point, Matt, but I'd be a little surprised if that's the case. It's still early and the game is tied, so that would be a pretty cautious move to pitch around him here or just walk him flat out.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball.
Just pitch and drive, man. Let's go, big dog.
Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Rays DH. Aristides Aquino will be next.
Here we go, kid. Here we go.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
now that is
And it misses 3-1 now.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Let's go, kid.
The 3-1 pitch. Ani bailed him out with a swing. 3-2 now.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
The payoff pitch. And he fouls this one off.
Here we go now. Come on now. One time.
Here comes the payoff pitch. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. So striding forward now, Tony William, a hit in 2 tries so far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Drive it right here.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball 1, no strike.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1.
Hey, if you're going to get a swing on a pitch that far in off the plate, pretty much options are wide open.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Let's go, kid.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good...
Now at the plate, Tony William, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1.
He struggled quite a bit at the plate in this one, so until he shows he can put a good swing on the ball, I don't think they're going to give him anything straight that he can handle.
This is hit high in the air out toward the left center. Trout giving chase. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. In now, Tony William. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him.
At the ball. 2-0.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
2-1 the count. Hard hit ball to second. To second for one. On to first, a double play.
463ダブルプレーだ。ツーアウト。お
Ready now, Tony William.
The third baseman.
First pitch coming, here it is.
William.
Fouled off. The windup and the 0-1. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. He struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game. A note now from the folks in programming. Due to the length of our contest this afternoon, our afternoon cooking program, In the Kitchen with Scott Rohde, will not be seen this afternoon. Ladies, don't shoot me. I'm just the messenger. A one-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. Cody Whitley wins his fourth.
A player is encouraged to keep developing his complementary skills.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Seattle Mariners. It's Baseball on the Show, and it's coming up next. Daniel McGrath, the Aussie-born pitcher, will get the starting nod in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, one of the things this guy does really well, neutralize the left-handed hitters. On the season, lefties are hitting under 250 against this guy, so whatever he's doing against lefties, it certainly works.
Coming to the plate now, Tony William. He enters this one second in the American League in round trippers.
Yeah, he's blasted 4 home runs in his last 10 games, too. And he's got that power stroke working right now.
This guy's an absolute nightmare to opposing pitcher. Power to all fields, and he'll take that ball away and drive it for opposite field power.
Swing and a line drive, but just fouls as he just misses extra bases. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that out.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made.
打たれた。ああ。
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tony William. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Fouled away.
Hey, it's nearly impossible to turn two with a guy that could run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Well, his struggles continue.
New inning set to get underway and set to go as the third baseman, Tony William.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
The next 0-2 pitch to him misses outside.
Nope,
that misses, and we're even at 2-2. Now here it comes. 2-2 pitch is a fastball high, so it runs full 3-2.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one. Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Now batting.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Franmil Reyes. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Has a look, now the pitch. 1-1 pitch is a curveball that misses, ball 2.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Now here's a fly ball, well hit. Rodriguez is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out. Now at the plate, Aristides Aquino, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
One time, right now, kid. Here we go.
Called strike in a dangerous location there, 1-2.
Can't say he's tickling around the zone. Those last 2 pitches were pretty much grooved right down the middle, but it didn't bite him.
William, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
The batter, the first baseman, Daniel Vogelback.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Digging in, Tony William.
Third baseman, Tony.
Here comes the first pitch. Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0.
Hey, every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Sheffield, 28 years old. He was a first-round pick during the 2014 draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
The 3-1. 3-2 now.
Hey, let it rip. One time.
Here comes the payoff pitch. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1. Into the box now, Tony William.
The third baseman, Tony William.
And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0.
You have to find a way in this situation to look in that on-deck circle and find a way to get your best hitter to the plate with a chance to tie it.
Here we go.
The 1-1 home. And now this crowd, announced at around 22,000, comes to their feet. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. 2 out, nobody on. Tampa down to their final strike in this one. And that's going to be high 2-2 now.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Full count.
And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Grounded back up the middle. He's got it.
一塁送って
On to
アウ
first
ト
to be in time
試
to
合
get
終
him,
了
and the Mariners have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Always nice to get the first game of a series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
7-5 tonight's final. The Mariners jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Daniel McGrath earns his 8th victory of the season.
Tonight. First for the victorious Seattle Mariners. 7 runs on 10 hits. No
Blake
errors.
Snell. We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Seattle Mariners. It's Mariners baseball, and it's next. Zach Logue, an Ohio-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, in a day and age where runs are scored at an alarming rate, this guy's been pretty rock solid. Last 3 starts, ERA under 2.00. Not an easy thing to do, and you'll know if he's on early. If he's good and on point in the first inning, that usually means he's going to be rock solid throughout the rest of the game.
Standing in, Tony William. He enters this one second in the American League in round trippers. And he takes ball 1. And, fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Ro, we're looking at a team that's playing some pretty good baseball right now. Through the first 5 games of this homestand, 4-1, and looking for some bigger and better things.
Yeah, we had a chance to sit down.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Right fielder looking up. See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
スタンドに消えていきました。今シーズン第38号。
So it's a 2-run shot to right center. 38th home run of the season for him. As the Rays move in front now, 2-0.
ほい。ライ角を思いっきり引っ張っていったあたりは。
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly, just like that, they take the lead.
Stepping into the box, Tony William. He hit a 2-run jack in his first at-bat.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
A ball and no strikes.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Get your pitch, huh?
Slider can't find the zone here, and he's behind now 3-1.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
And the count will be full.
Hey, come on now, big dog. Get your pitch.
And that misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with only 1 away.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
So the bases are loaded here, 2 men gone, and Keber Ruiz will dig into the plate.
Ruiz.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. And that's through into left field for a base hit. And not in time as the run scores. And he is in there.
And from the list of stats you never want to hear if you're a pitcher, we have this. It's only the third inning, and he's already allowed more hits than he did in his entire last outing.
Stepping into the box, Tony William. He'll start things out as we begin the fifth.
Tony William.
First pitch on its way.
Hey, I'm surprised he went to that spot in his zone. This guy's known for being a down-and-in hitter. Don't expect too many pitches going in that spot.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Again, he sends it out of play.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
And it's 1-2.
One keen eye right there, attaboy. Come on now, one pitch right here.
Swing and a liner. But quick reactions at the hot corner take away a hit, and there's one gone. Tony Williams will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a two-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Now the pitch. Hit in the air down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
Ball taken there, 2-1 now. Here it comes. To 2-2 now.
2-2.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Boy, it's time to make a good pitch right here. You never want to walk the leadoff hitter, particularly when you look on the on-deck circle and you see a guy that has a lot of pop in his bat.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there.
Into the box, Tony William.
Tony.
As he sends it on the ground to first. Reined in. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So one run here on one hit, which was the home run. No errors, and no one left.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
5-2, the final score tonight. The Tampa Bay Rays, with their 80th win to pace the division. Luis Castillo hangs win number 11 on his line as he allows only 2 hits in 5+ innings of work. Dylan Floro closes the door for the save, number 38. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show. Afternoon baseball here on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Seattle Mariners. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Josh Rogers gets the ball for Seattle in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, it wasn't a great performance in his last start, but he did pitch well enough to earn the win. We'll see if he can turn in a little bit better performance in this one.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And it's fouled away. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Into the box, Tony William. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 2-2 one more time. Is laid off, and the count runs full.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes, so it's 2 up. So digging in now, Tony William is hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Way late on the fastball for strike one. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now.
Here we go.
Got him. Fooled on the pitch as he swings at it in the dirt for strike 3. Good job to corral this quickly as the runner. Stepping up to the plate, Tony William. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. And it's 1-1. 4 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Popped him up. Wisdom is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. So a big moment in the ball game here. Tony William, as he'll hit with the go-ahead run at third and 2 away. Here's the first pitch. Here's the fly ball, well hit. It's out of here, and they've taken the lead in the 9th. Santa Maria. So 1 swing, and he unloads the bases on that one as they open up a 4-run lead.
レイズ勝ち越し8対4。今年はホームラン量産体制に入りましたね。いやー、しかも初球で決めちゃうところ。
And they complete the comeback with a flourish, going deep with a grand slam to take the lead. You don't get style points in this game, but I'd give them some if I could hand some out. Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ball.
阪神勝ってヒットになっちゃってるな。 まだね、セプテンバーまで残ってるんですけどね。39ホーマー100打点。これ50本いくんじゃね？下手すりゃ。ツインズ戦。ホームですね。3番スタート。
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the Minnesota Twins and the Tampa Bay Rays. Major League Baseball on the Show starts now. Eric Skoglund is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Tampa Bay. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
Now in the box, Tony William. He enters this one second in the American League in round trippers. First pitch of the at-bat. No balls and one strike. William is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he's... And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Digging in, Tony William. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Has a look, now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With two guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Robinson on second. Adames at first, 1 gone. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there, 2 away.
Looked to me like he had the...
At the plate, Tony William. He looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
But they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
Great job of hustle there by the base runner. That looked like an easy inning-ending double play. Now runners at first and third with 2 outs.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2. Ready once again, Tony William. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. Lifted in the air out towards left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And the Rays strike quickly here in the inning. It's a leadoff double.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the designated hitter.
And he looks at one in there, 1-2.
A good fastball above the belt is normally a pitch that batters love to take a rip at, but that one froze him.
Reaches down and hits this one on the ground to short. Arcia gloves it. Throw goes to third. And they'll just tag him here for the out. Now at the plate, Tony William. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. From the belt, kicks and deals. And this one's in the dirt. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Runner at first here, one man out.
Let's go, big dog.
Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
Let her rip right here. Let's go.
Ground ball to second. This could be two. The second for one. And the relay won't nearly be in time as he's there easily.
No real chance for the roll two that time. He's just too quick coming out of the batter's box. You basically have to make a perfect turn on a hard hit ball to double him up. Now they need to keep an eye on him over at first.
Line toward the gap in left center. And he'll break through with a solid knock here. His first of the ball game. And they won't get him at third. They're runners at the corners here with two gone.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Matt Wisler will make an appearance here as he is in charge of trying to ring up the final out of the ball game.
52試合で防御率 4.74。これ本当中継ぎか？こいつらナメプしやがる。はい今日のレイズに。
High in the air out to center field.
これはセンター。
He's got it, and the Twins have taken game one of the series on the road as the ball game is over. 8-1 is the final tonight. The Minnesota Twins used a nice fifth inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back.
On 12 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Minnesota Twins and the Tampa Bay Rays. Rays baseball is next. Riley O'Brien out of Idaho will be the starter on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season, and I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that, and hopefully he gets off to a good start, and we'll see if that starts in this one today.
Coming to the plate now, Tony William. He enters this one second in the American League in round trippers.
This guy's just what you're looking for if you're looking for one of your corner spots to have some power. Not only glove work on one of the corner positions, but lots of thunder in that bat.
And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, they come in winners of 2 straight and looking to get things turned around in what hasn't been all that amazing a stretch for them.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Roll, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
Ground ball left side. And that is through into left field, a base hit.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That lawn dart felt so good.
Oh, Dero, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
So stepping in, Aristides Aquino, and he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. Here's the first pitch to him. Runner goes for second. Hard ground ball to third. On to first, and the Rays are kept off the scoreboard here as the side is retired. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Tony William. He reached on a single in his first try. And now a pitch on the way. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Hit on the ground to short. Arcia has it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Striding in once again, Tony William, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. And that's in there for a strike.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole 0-2.
Yeah, Matty, he's had these guys on the proverbial rocking horse all night, changing speeds, hitting every quadrant. He's tough to hit.
Count is 1-2 now.
Right guy, right spot.
Now here's the pitch. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle.
Well, we all know he can burn on the base pass, right? But that's a little tougher to do when you've got a nice goose egg on your leg. It's tough to do like that.
Scooped up, and there's out number 2. Ready for another shot now. Tony William. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. 9-1 is the way this one ends. Minnesota rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. MLB The Show's coverage. Digging in now, Tony William. He'll get the... Take his first cuts here. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Fellas, these Twins, as they take the field this afternoon, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games. Oh, hang on now. This ball is crushed into left field. And this one ain't coming back. This ball is gone.
先制となる第40号ツーランホームラン。自身初の40
2-run shot to straightaway left, and even 40 home runs on the year for him now as the Rays move in front now 2-0.
先生2対0。
Boy, this guy just keeps going on. His 40th home run of the season, and he's not done yet. He keeps this up, he's definitely going to be in a conversation for some of the year-end awards.
元チームメイトのグラスだから嬉しいね。
Digging in for his second at-bat, Tony William. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Going back to that last AB, that was the express. That was an upper 90s fastball that he turned around. So I think with this guy, you might want to try to incorporate some more off-speed pitches.
Popped him up. Arcia into shallow left. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. So striding in, Tony William comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First delivery to him on the way.
Counts 1-0.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Here it is, the 3-0. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Arcia will put this one away, and the side is retired. Tony William will stand in here, but before he does, let's take him back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start.
しかし打率がな、打率がよろしくないんだよな。
Now the pitch. And a ball 1-0. Count now a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch.
The count is 2-1.
Two and 2 the count.
All right, come on now, one time, let's fly.
Here it comes.
Okay.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Lined into right, a base hit. So it's a good start to the inning for the Rays as their leadoff hitter is aboard.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up.
Hey, let it fly up there, Hawk.
Now a throw over, and he'll dive back in safely.
Hey, let it rip right here.
Here's the 2-1. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
The 3-1 pitch. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. And there he goes towards second. Lifted in the air out to right. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Into the box now, Aristides Aquino.
Number 44.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Throw over to first and a dive, but he's back. And another throw over. Runner back safely.
All right, one time, right here.
And yet another throw over. And he'll dive back in. The 2-1 on its way.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
And he just manages to get his hand in. Runners off for second. Got him swinging. The throw. He's not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely. So he can't make contact there on strike 3, but meanwhile the runner on first takes second here with 2 men away. Dan Vogelbach is next. His lifetime batting line against Jose De Leon. He's got 5 base hits in 20 at-bats. He's also been a strikeout victim 6 times. 2 balls and a strike to the Rays first baseman.
Boy, his pitch count has really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Adley Rutschman would be next if they can keep this inning alive. The 3-1. And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take and a walk is the result.
Trevor Bauer will come on now and make his 55th appearance of the year.
Trevor Bauer.
Adley Rutschman will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away.
Hey, get you a good one up there, huh?
The 1-1. Loud contact there, but it's well foul.
これがバウアーさんじゃないですか。早く出場停止解けないかな。
Grounded down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 2 men are on with 2 men out. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field. A base hit. Long throw to the plate. Will beat the throw home. It's a 4-1 score now.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Digging in to try it again. Tony Williams. He singled his last time up.
Williams.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 7 runs on 12 hits and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Up top, it's 2-0.
Now, this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance.
消えていきました。今シーズン第41号のツーランホームラン。
So a 2-run shot to left center, his second of the game, as they've widened this
捉え
lead
て
to
った当たりは左中間スタンドに消えていきました。今ゆっくりとカルフォー。9対1、リードは8点。
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
Yep, just another successful day at the office for these guys. But this one has a little bit of added significance, as that's win number.
復調気配。やらんとかってあ、ごまかすなーってホワイトソックス戦3番サード この100打、2年連続100打点。しかし、打率がひどい。
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the Chicago White Sox and the Tampa Bay Rays. Roger Alston looks to gain ground in the race for an AL batting title right after this. Brendan McKay is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Tampa Bay. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's ERA. Any ERA under 4 is pretty good in this day and age of baseball when we have all these high-scoring, high-flying affairs. This guy knows how to pitch, he knows how to control the running game, and most importantly, he's not afraid to throw strikes. We'll see how he does in this one.
41ホーマー、104打点。初の40本いきました。今季は。
First delivery to him on the way. Line drive to left. In there, a base hit.
Hey, good at bat. Nice hit.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with...
Bottom of the inning now. And stepping in will be the very fleet-footed Tony William. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. There's a swing and a high, deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. Fly ball out toward left center field. And he will make the nice running catch out there as he had to travel a long distance to rein that one in. Now batting, Tony William. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Tony William.
Here comes the first pitch. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Here's the center fielder. And he gets there as he had a lot of ground to cover that time, and the side is retired. Digging in once again, Tony William. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
1-1 the count now. And now a pitch on the way.
Ball in.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Back up the middle. Oh, terrible bounce, and it goes right by him.
When you're leading by 1 run, you want to do everything you can to add to the lead and give your bullpen a little breathing room. It makes a big difference, so double here goes a long way towards making that a real possibility.
これイレギュラーバウンドしたのかな。記録ツーベースヒット。見ましょう。これどうなったんだ。なるほど、バウンドがなんかなるほどね。
And now the runner's trying for third. Pitch taken for ball 4. The throw. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
Stepping up now, Aristides Aquino. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. 1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. A bouncer up the middle. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. And now the runner from third scores to give him a very important insurance run. Now a 7-5 game.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing.
Striding into the box, Tony William has doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping.
And the third baseman makes the play. That ends the inning. 8-5 tonight. The Tampa Bay Rays put up a 4 spot in the opening frame on the way to victory. Brendan McKay picks up his team-best 14th win in this one.
No errors. They left 11 men.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Chicago White Sox and the Tampa Bay Rays. Major League Baseball on the show is next. Victor Rodriguez, the right-hander out of Puerto Rico, will be the starter. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you can tell by this strikeout-to-walk ratio, 2-to-1, that this guy is more a pitch-to-contact guy than a strikeout-walk guy.
At the plate, Tony William, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
William.
Pitch on the way. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
1 アウト。
Ready for another chance? Tony William 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a strike with the breaking ball.
Little traffic on the base pass right here, but 1 pitch away from getting a double play and getting right back into control.
A ball and a strike. Robinson over at second. Adames at first with no outs. And there's ball 2 now.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Man, and he's nowhere near that pitch. It's 2-2.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
Down the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. Gone!
ギリギリ行きました。第42号スリーランホームラン。
blast to straightaway left. Home run number 42 on the season, and just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
5対2。
Wow, nothing more demoralizing than giving up 3 home runs in the first 3 innings of a game. There's having a guy's number, and then there's absolutely owning him. This could be the latter.
Up next for the Rays, Tony William comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and did miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
And that misses 1-1.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
At the plate, Tony William.
Third baseman.
As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Bounce to first. DeYoung fields it cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 run. And tonight's 1-run game comes to an end, 6-5 the final. The Rays led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered.
For the victorious Rays, 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base.
So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Tony William. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1.
おー、ギャレットじゃねえか。アメリカギャレットだ、やっぱり。
First pitch on its way. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, William is a .270 hitter. A respectable number he'll look to improve upon in this at-bat. A ball and a strike now. The 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. Tampa down to their final strike in this one. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first. This one wraps up as a 10-8 final. The White Sox posted a 3-run first to propel them to the win.
No errors. They left 4 men on base.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Chicago White Sox and the Tampa Bay Rays. It's Rays baseball, and it starts right now. Eric Skoglund, a left-handed Floridian, will get the starting assignment. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. Not necessarily an overpowering guy. Has an ERA in the low 3s, but one thing he knows how to do, he knows how to pitch, and he knows how to minimize damage. If you're going to have an ERA in the low 3s in this day and age, you're doing a lot of things right. And this guy should be fun to watch in this one.
Tony William.
Hey, let it rip one time. He's right here.
First delivery to him on the way. Two out, nobody on.
Hey, get your pitch here squared up.
And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure as the inning is over. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. We are still scoreless. Striding in, Tony William. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third.
William.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Inside, ball 1.
初球ストレート。
You drive it like you can. Let's go.
1-0. Here it is.
Ball that's outside.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
The set and the 2-0. Hit down the line at first. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2.
Let's go. Drive it.
Fouled off.
Come on, baby. Get your
The 2-2.
3-2.
Definitely in a tough situation facing the 3-hitter. You can work around him and maybe walk him to load the bases, but that just sets up the...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Rays strand a pair. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and set to go as the third baseman, Tony William. Didn't quite catch the zone there, ball 1.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. Well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball 2.
Here we go.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Robert is in his tracks now, and he's got it for out number 1. At the plate, Tony William. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Count 1-0.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
Now the 1-0. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone, 1-2.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
The 1-2.
Come on, big guy. Get your pitch, huh?
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
You know, these kind of at-bats can drive you crazy when you're on the mound. I mean, he's been ahead of him pretty much the whole time, but he just can't put him away. Not only that, but it's costing him a lot of bullets.
Full count now.
Hey, meet you right here. Let's go, kid.
Now the payoff pitch home. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field. A base hit. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Boy, what a battle there, D-Rose. Several pitch at bat right there. He threw everything but the kitchen sink, and he was still able to get an RBI base hit.
And Dan, I can't tell you, the longer the ABs go, usually, I'll tell you get in that swing mode where if he throws the rosin bag, you're pulling the trigger on it. Wait for him to settle in his zone and not come outside of it and end up getting a knock.
Aaron Bummer answers the call now, looking to get this one onto the 9th inning without any trouble.
1.54 強い。11試合で 1.54。
Now batting, the designated hitter.
There he goes. Strike called. Now the throw down. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. Into the corner and slicing foul.
Hey, no one better. Let's go.
Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Rays DH. Now action in the bullpen as their closers starting to get loose out there. 2 runs, 8 hits, 1 error in the ballgame for Tampa Bay. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
The batter, number 44.
Settling in now, Aristides Aquino. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Castellanos will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the 2nd out of the inning. Stepping in, Daniel Vogelback. So far, 2 for 3 in this one.
今季23本塁打60打点。
2 balls and a strike to the Rays first baseman. 2 runs, 8 hits, 1 error in the ballgame for Tampa Bay. Swings through it for strike number 2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Fouled away. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Castellanos is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. A couple of hits lead to a run here for Tampa Bay. We've played 8 full. The White Sox.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
5-2.
あと2カードかな。今日ラストカードにしましょうか。そしたら。2割5分5厘、42本塁打、108打点、36盗塁、113打席あるキャリアハイの三振。ブルージェイズとの3連戦。これラストにしようかな。4年連続30盗塁か。
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Toronto Blue Jays. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Jacob deGrom gets the call for Game 1 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
In his last start, he picked up his 9th win of the season. It's always nice to get into double digits, and nothing he'd like to do more than to pitch well in this one and pick up his 10th victory of the year.
Play ball. Out.
Hey, make it yours.
打率2割5分5厘、42まで108打点、36盗塁。
William.
All right, one time right here, kid.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a high strike there, 0-1. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps. Line to line, this team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
To short. Bichette gathers it in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So a rather... Digging in, Tony William, 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Tony William.
Here you go. Let it fly.
First pitch of the at-bat. High in the air into shallow left center. Gonzalez comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 2. Standing in, Tony William, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third.
Hey, it's nearly impossible to turn 2 with a guy that can run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
No runs, 5 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit, 1-2.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
Hey, get your pitch and drive it.
The 2-2.
3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at-bat right here, from down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Full count still.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch, wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just...
So now to the plate, Tony William. Half swing that time. They'll appeal it down to third. No swing, says Gary Simmons. It's ball 1. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
Now the 2-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
You know, from a hitter's perspective, you get pounded in, and then he throws a nasty changeup away. Is the mindset to tell yourself that he's going to go in and out all day long, or is he going to double up? That's the cat and mouse we're seeing right now.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And a good take there, as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I memean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
1-1, here it comes. That's a strike to throw down. It's not in time, as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
Well, this pitcher's out there just trying to get hitters out, and he's having a hard time doing that. So as a base runner, that's a good time to try to steal some bases. He's probably not as focused on controlling the running game as he should be.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good, high, hard fastball.
Sean Reed Foley comes on to pitch here with 1 man gone in the top of the 7th.
Now batting, number 44.
Gets a good piece of it there, but this is foul off toward the third base coaching box. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time.
ツーアウトランナー二塁。
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you could tell these things and exploit them.
Up next for
さあ、ウィル・
Tampa
スミ
Bay,
ス。
the catcher, Will Smith.
このウィル・スミ
A
スも
1 and
起用
2
され
count
て
to
る
the
んですよ。
Rays catcher.
ウィル・スミ
It's
ス、
not
キ
easy
ー
to
ワー
get
ドレ
your
イ
barrel
ズ。
to a pitch that high. That could be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the
3
letters.
人対戦です。
A ball and 2 strikes, here it is. Grounded up the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1 and 2.
Hey, let her rip one time.
Working for the punch out and the offering. In the dirt, and now let's see. And it's too late as he's in there. And he's going to make it into third base now, as I believe that'll be scored as a wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
Hey, like you can, like you can.
Just hung in there on that
ファ
one.
ウル。
Another try at 2-2. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Into the second deck and gone.
ウィル・スミスの一発。今季第12号ツーランホームラン。
It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His second home run of the
文
game
句な
as they
しの
stretch
当た
the
りでし
lead
た。
to 5-1.
5対1。
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
Now to the plate, Tony William.
これは悔しそう。
Tony Williams.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
bat
Look out as this bat shatters on impact. Throw to first
Yeah.
in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 9-1 is the way this one ends. The Tampa Bay Rays rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one.
The final line score for our ball game
2戦
tonight.
目。
For the victorious Rays, 9 runs, 14 hits, 1 error, and 13 runners left on base.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Toronto Blue Jays. Blue Jays baseball starts right now. Shane Baz, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. What's your take on him, Dan?
It's not an easy thing to do to pitch as a rookie, but one of the things you have to do is use the positives. The opposing team has never faced you. You can't be afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone, establish your pitches, and try to work quickly.
Batting third, the third baseman, Tony Williams.
First delivery to him on the way. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon. They come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, the last game, they got to wash that down the drain. They got absolutely boat raced by a big margin. They got to put that behind them, show up to the yard today, looking to fight. Everything changes once the first pitch is thrown.
1 out, nobody on. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
The designated hitter, Ronil.
Runners on the move for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
38個も取り成功。
Spin and a throw back to second. A dive, but he's back.
40本40取りある ?40-40。
And he'll turn and throw back to second again. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. William leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And he misses again, ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
Now at the plate, Aristides Aquino, and a great chance here for the Rays to add on in just the first inning. The 1-2. And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Rays will... So coming to the plate, Tony William. He drew a walk his first time up. Now the pitch. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
1アウト。あ、2アウトか。2アウトになります。
So striding forward now, Tony William.
Tony William.
First delivery to him on the way. Fastball too high to start him out here 1-0. In his career, William begins play with a slugging percentage north of .525. Certainly a line he can take pride in. Yanked on the ground down the line, but a foul ball, 1-1. From the belt, the pitch.
Inside, ball 2.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Hey, get your pitch up there.
The 2-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Pretty good spot to be in as a pitcher right now. You can go for the punch out or try to deuce the ground ball to get a double play.
Full count, 3-2.
Hey, square one up. One time.
Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with this.
Stepping in, Tony William. He looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
1-1 the count. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. 4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today. Now at the plate, Tony William.
The third baseman, Tony William.
Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup, 0-1.
He's staring a hat trick in the face right now after that swing. He has just got to find a way to zone up a little bit more. You cannot expect to make solid contact chasing stuff outside the zone.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go.
And he struck him out, so a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this. 4-0 the score this afternoon. Tampa Bay jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Toronto Blue Jays. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Shelby Eubanks gets the starting assignment in this one for the Jays. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you can only win your first big league game once, and in his last start, he did just that. I'm sure that ball is put away someplace very special. Nothing more he'd like to do than get win number 2 here in this one.
Ready now, Tony William. He's hitless in the first 2 games of the series, 0 for 8.
William.
From the belt, the pitch. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon. They come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Yeah, Matt, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, Dero. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch.
Nope, outside.
Runners on first with 1 down. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his...
In now, Tony William. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1. And 1. Keeping it down here as it's to 1 and 2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
And it looked like the fastball got away from him there.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it.
High in the air and deep to straightaway left. And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tony William. He flew out in his last at-bat. Pulled toward right center field. And this will be taken in out there just a few steps in front of the track, and there are 2 away now. Now at the plate, Tony William. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch on its way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder is on the move. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Coming to the plate now, Tony William.
Third baseman, Tony.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
Wait for a good one.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Looking up is the center fielder. Gone! So it's a 2-run shot to right center. Number 43 on the year for him, as this is now a 7-run ball game. Well, that's the 6th home run we've watched leave the yard in this one, guys. What do you think's behind the hitting we've seen here today?
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take.
Wow, a 9-out save? That's 3 full innings. You don't see that very often these days. It's awfully nice to have a guy in the back of the...
はい、ということで今日は終わりますかね。そしたら、はい、最後は成績見て終わります。また打率ひどくなっちゃったな。はい、137試合で打率が2割5分1厘、ホームラン43本、打点110、118三振で38盗塁。で、3割1分7厘、長打率5割2分8厘、OPS844。盗塁成功率7割3分1厘ですね。はい。で、ウォーが 3.4 ということで。打率の割にはホームランも打点も稼げてるんで、大丈夫でしょう。今季はこんな感じになると思います。来季シーズンはちょっと、また、出塁重視でやっていこうかなと思ってるんで、このシーズンはちょっとホームランバッターになって頑張ろうと思います。はい、ということで、今日はここまでにしたいと思います。最後までご視聴ありがとうございました。よろしければチャンネル登録、ツイッターのフォローよろしくお願いします。ということで、お疲れ様でした。